Good.
Hi, my name is Jody Fisher, and I'm the head of the Race Against Leukemia event this year. Last year, Dr. Newberger was able to drive up and visit us at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This year, we have the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Newberger at his lab here at the UMass Memorial Foundation, where our fundraising dollars are being put to work. Also here with us is Danielle Mooring. His inspiring battle against leukemia and successful battle is what inspired the Race Against Leukemia. Danielle volunteers here. Danielle, would you be willing to tell us a little bit about what you do here at the clinic?
Sure. Because I was treated here so many times and it just became a part of my family, I wanted to give back. So I found out that UMass has a volunteer department, and I decided last year that I was going to use my time and to help other people. So I went down and I now volunteer in the radiology department. I assist patients in getting changed, and I also watch out for the inpatients that come in, make sure that they're not agitated or they're comfortable while they're waiting for their appointments.
Excellent, thank you. And I have a few questions for you, Dr. Newberger.
Right.
Now, approximately how many children does the pediatric clinic treat here at the foundation?
In the hematology-oncology division, we see kids with blood diseases and cancer, and about 200 different patients come in a given year for about 1,800 independent visits, because some of them only need to see us once, but many come to see us once or twice a week for continued treatment.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And I would assume most of the children here at the hospital are from the Worcester area. Now, are they come from other areas in New England as well?
They come from all over central Massachusetts, and we have the only full-service pediatric hematology-oncology unit in this area. We also see kids from Rhode Island, northern Connecticut, and southern New Hampshire.
Excellent. And now, I know varying different time schedules, but how long would you say the approximate treatment period is for a child with a common form of leukemia?
So the most common form of childhood leukemia is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is what Danielle was treated for more than 20 years ago. And the treatment is now about 3 years. Most of that is outpatient, so you don't have kids in the hospital for more than a few weeks or less at the beginning, and then periodically through the treatment. They do keep very close contact with us even after the end of treatment, and continue to come back for yearly visits into their 20s.
Great, thank you. And then, now could you just tell us a little bit more about how our fundraising dollars fit into the work that you do here at the hospital?
Fundraising is really essential to the operation of a unit like ours, because a lot of what we do is not supported by patient care revenue or by research grants. So, for example, we feel that every child who has a rare malignant disease, which all of the childhood cancers are, should be on a research protocol. That's the way they get state-of-the-art treatment, and that's the way we learn more about the diseases and how to treat them, so that future generations of kids will be even better than the ones we're treating today. The clinical research is not fully paid for by the national organizations that organize the protocols. And so in order to make these treatments available to our kids and to contribute to the national research effort, we need to have funds to help support the data management and the monitoring, all the research and safety features of having clinical research. To give you an example of how much of an impact that has had, when I first came here in 1981, one of our first patients was a little boy who had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, a much more serious form than the one you had. And when I looked at his cells under the microscope, I had a sinking feeling, because I knew that he wouldn't survive for very long. And in fact, he died within months of diagnosis. 10 years later, due to clinical research, in part organized from UMass, we had a teenager who came in with the same disease, and he's now serving our wonderful cafeteria food at the hospital because he was cured of B-cell lymphoblastic leukemia. So it has very tangible results, and we're participants on a national scale, and we can't do that without this kind of philanthropic funding. The other thing that we do with these funds, you see behind me, in the laboratory here, which is fundamental research on white blood cell biology and molecular biology. We have research grants from the National Institutes of Health and other agencies that support this work, but the research grants only support research that we can tell them about, that we can predict the results of. And so if we have a brand new idea, there's no money to pursue it, to develop it into a full-fledged research project. So the kind of funds that you raise through Racing Against Leukemia can allow us to start up a new project. And as an example, we have a very exciting project we're just starting on the prevention or treatment of leukemia in Down syndrome by silencing the entire extra chromosome of Down syndrome cells. And this is very avant-garde. It would be very hard to sell to a grant agency, but we're helping to get it off the ground through this kind of fundraising.
That's excellent to hear that your research here not only can help the children in this area, but it seems like globally your research our dollars are going to affect children everywhere. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys both so much for your words today. I'm hoping that this video will help inspire our members to make this a very successful race against leukemia this year. And also, if it fits into your schedule, Dr. Moonberger, we invite you and any of your friends here at the clinic to join us up at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, August 5th through the 8th. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Danielle.